Good morning, dear students. Today we will start our chapter, the infinity. So, you know, verb has two types. First is finite verb, and second is non-finite verb. So, what is finite verbs and what is non-finite verb? Here you can see finite verbs. Here they always find fault with me. Here, so finite verbs are limited by its number and person of the subject. Finite verbs are limited by the number and person of the subject in a sentence. So here in the first example, you can see they always find fault with me. Okay. So here they is subject and find, that is the verb, and here that find is used according to they subject, and it is limited by the number and person of the subject. Here our subject they is plural, so that's why here find is used in its base form. Okay, that's why it is plural. If here he would be, so that is the singular, and here that would be finds would be the find would be the finds. So in this way, here finite verbs always limited by the number and person of the subject. So here subject is plural, that's why find is used in its root form. So both are plural, and according to subject verb agreement they are correct. In the second example, they always try to find fault with me. So here they subject always try. Try is the main verb, so it is finite verb. And to find, so to find is here infinitive, non-finite. So here to find, that is infinitive and that is non-finite verb. So non-finite verbs are here three types: infinitive, gerunds and participle. So here infinitive to find is infinitive. And what is infinitive? Infinitive is a verb, but it works as a noun and it is preceded by to. I told you infinitive is verb and it is preceded by to, and it acts as a noun. So here they always try. So try is finite verb, it is limited by the subject, and to find, that is infinitive. Here in the second example, to find they always try to find fault with me. So to find is infinitive here. Clear? Here you can see tour is human. So tour is human. Tour is infinitive here, and it is used as the subject of main verb. Here verb is and it came before the verb is, so that's why it is the subject of the verb in first example. In second example, birds love to sing. So to sing is infinitive here, and it is used as the object of the verb, main verb. So here birds love to sing, love is verb here, and it is to sing is the object of the verb. So it is used as the subject of the verb, it is used as the object of the verb. To escape, to respect, here to respect is infinitive. To respect our parents is our duty. So here to respect and is the main verb here, and it is used as the subject of the main verb. So that's why here it is to respect, that is infinitive, and as a verb it takes the object here, our parents, so that is the object. So that's why as a verb it takes the object, but as a noun here it acts as the subject of the main verb. In next example, he refused to obey the order. So he refused to obey the order, here to obey, that is the infinitive, and it is the object of the verb refuse the verb and to obey, that is the object of the verb. So here in this sentence it is used as the object of the verb, and the order, he refused to obey the order, and as a verb it also takes the object order here. So it acts as the noun, it works as a noun, and sometimes it works as a verb. As a verb it takes object here, and as noun it is the object of the verb refuse. In example you can see, many may desire to make money quickly. So many may desire to make. To make is infinitive here, and desire is the verb. So it is used as the object of the verb, and here it modifies to make money. Here money is noun, and it is modified by the adverb quickly. So quickly is adverb. It modifies the noun money, and here to make it is used as the object of the verb desire. Students, as I told you, infinitives are the verbs, but they act as a noun and is preceded by to, but sometimes it is not necessary that it is preceded by to. Here the word to is used with the infinitive, but it is not essential part of sign of it. So it is not necessary the verb or infinitive that is preceded by to always. Thus after certain verbs did, like, did, let, make, need and dare, except it means to challenge, see or hear. And we use infinitives without to. So after means when these verbs are used, did, let, make, need, dare, so infinitives are used without to. Here you can see the example, bid him go there. So bid is the verb and go is also verb, but before these verbs to is not used. Here in second example, I bade him go. So bade is a verb and go is also verb. Before these verbs to is not used. Let him sit there. So let is the verb, sit is the verb. And before these verbs to is not used, but they are infinitive. I will not let you go. So let is the verb and go is verb. So before these verbs to is not used, and they are infinitive. Make him stand. Make is the verb and stand is verb. And before these verbs, at is to is not used. So they are infinitive. Make and run both are verbs, but before these verbs, to is not used, and they are infinitive. So in this way, we can say that after certain verbs, bid, let, make, need, and dare, we use the infinitive without to. But sometimes infinitives are used or preceded by to. Here you can see examples, some more examples. We need not go today. So need and go both are verbs, and before these verbs we did use to, but they are infinitives. You need not wait. Need and wait, before these verbs we didn't use to. Here you dare not do it, and dare and to both are verbs, but before these verbs to is not used. I saw him do it. So saw and do both are verbs, but before these verbs to is not used, but they are infinitive. So in this way, here after certain verbs, here we let, make, need, dare, except it is that to challenge the see, and here we use infinitive without to. I told you infinitives are the they act as a noun. Here you can see second number, infinitive, the infinitive without to. है ना? Without to, infinitive is also used after shall, will, do, did, should, would, may, might, and must, can, could. So after these verbs we use without to infinitive. Here you can see example, you should do it. You should do it. Here the verb do, and before verb to is not used. After should, you must go. So after must, and go is there, that is verb, and before go to is not used. In third number, I can swim. So after can and the verb swim, before that verb to is not used. So in this way, after shall, will, do, did, should, would, may, might, can, could, we don't use to infinitive. Means we use without to infinitive. Here, meaning of this, you should do it means you will be compelled to do it. Okay? And you must go means you are commanded to go. I can swim, that means I am able to swim. So here after should, must, and can without to infinitive is used. Next number, the infinitive without to is also used after had rather, would rather, and sooner than, rather than. After these, had rather, would rather, sooner than, and rather than. Now we never use infinitive. Means without to infinitive is used. To had better, ask permission. So here the verb is here ask, but before this to is not used, that is infinitive. And I had rather play than work. So here both are infinitive before without to infinitive. In next number, I would rather die than suffer so. So here die and suffer, these are infinitive, and these are without to infinitive. So in this way we can use without, or we use without to infinitive.